Hello everyone, welcome back to Monday Grab Bag, and today we are going to be taking a look at a game called Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia. This game was released... the itch page doesn't say, or is it at the bottom? Dang it. Let me just check the Steam one. Right. Released December 22nd, 2021. That's on my birthday. Wow. Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia is by Bryce Butcher, and with assistance from Fever Dream Johnny, whose works I don't think we've covered on this channel, but is something I'm a fan of. And overall, this is a calm and enjoyable fishing game. It's priced $5 on Steam, and if you are familiar with the sort of fishing style that The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time had, it's in a similar vein to that. And so we will be doing that. We will be looking around for hidden secrets. After all, this is Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia. And we'll be cooking and doing various stuff. Fever Dream Johnny is someone who I want to highlight the works of as well at some point, but there's a little shout out to their work within this game that we will be showing off. In any case, though, it's not my birthday today, silly. This game was released December 22nd, which was my birthday. In any case, though, let's fire it up. This game contains multiple content warnings. Would you like to view them? No. I know what they're talking about. I know what they're talking about, and so I will warn prior to it arriving. At least the one that is especially bothersome to me. This game automatically saves your progress. That's true. Controller recommended. Okay. My policy is if a game ever explicitly tells me to pick up a controller, I do. Otherwise, I don't. On stream, I think things tend to be a bit darker, so I am going to brighten it slightly for y'all. Maybe like that. Let's make sure that there's no save. There we go. Some of the stuff was indeed claymation, or at the very least very convincing 3D, but the trailer for this game is indeed claymation. Very cool. It isn't late enough to sleep yet. Here we are, presumably at Lake Ophelia. Name, Smile Ball, Depth 2, Attraction 1. 32 fish to find. Old reliable rod. Just checking out what controls I have. It looks like I can walk and I can cast, and that's about it. Menu, of course. Y'all like video game fishing? Oh wow, when they said depth 2, they really weren't kidding. I found that a lot of video games fishing has gotten a bit tiring to me, in that there's a lot of games that just wholesale copy Stardew Valley's system. Wow, it's some kind of bass. Ultra Kills fishing is pretty good. Ultra Kill is extremely on the list. Some kind of big fella over there. Is that a barracuda? You gonna notice me? Biggs campaign in Sonic Adventure. Hell yeah! Conley, you truly are my people. Fishing for Froggy. No catching butterflies. At least not like that. Audio balance seemed fine. In theory, with my changes, I should be able to have decent audio balance. Another bass. Decent audio balance without needing to do anything. Where if it sounds good to my ears, then it's also correctly set for the actual stream itself. Oh, nice. It's a tuna. Dredge's fishing is somewhat simple, but enjoyable nonetheless. Not to mention it's a good idea for Dredge's fishing to be rather simple, because that game is entirely about wandering and fishing. So, fishing being rather expedient and quick, and with a couple of surprises, and a sense of intrigue really allows Dredge to have some extra spice that it needs, you know? Oh, nice. It's an orange rockfish. Its top fin thing looks so pointy. Oh, gross. It's a lamprey. It's a really weird sucker mouth. You ever seen a lamprey's mouth? It is unsettling. If you've seen the worms from Dune, it's probably inspired by a lamprey mouth. Holy mackerel. Yeah. Waterfalls are loud. What a cute little guppy. Let's get out of that overstim zone. Is that a piranha? So the fishing mechanic in this is fish will go between pulling on you and not. And when they're pulling on you, you can hear your line tensioning through a tone that goes, and if that tone gets too high, then the line breaks. Ah, a piranha. I gotta be careful when handling this thing. Love the lo-fi dappled water lighting on the ceiling in this game. As the famous guy from Miiverse once said, beautiful water in this game. Hehehe. Hey, buddy. Come here, you. I said, come here, you. What even is this thing? Anything up here? Nah. I'm allowed to hop down. That's nice at least. Dreamcast t-shirt. Kinda. The Dreamcast Spiral is red, though. Right, I've actually played Beneath the Surface, but never actually played the Hex, so... Always fun when a game like that releases, and there's folks that discover it and take it at face value. I think it's always cute when that sort of thing happens. Like an ARG companion game releases, and someone plays through it and is like, that was a cute little fishing game. That's interesting. Goodbye. Nice, salmon. I've always loved the colors on these guys. Rickety old shed here. Oh. Apparently that's a stoplight loose jaw. I made a dubious dish. You feel slightly luckier. Yeah, buddy. Oh, shoot. I think he said, oh, I have one of these at home in a fish tank. Something like that. My bad. Goldfish. A classic. An angelfish. Really lives up to the name. Goldfish. A classic. Come on, buddy. A little tiger barb. It's gotten late out though, so... Oh. Hey, man. Hey, kid. Didn't anyone tell you not to talk to strangers? It could be dangerous. Nah, I'm just messing. I mean, no harm. Look, I travel around bodies of water selling equipment. Doubt you got a lot on you, but you should know I also buy gadgets. It's a great way to acquire a lot of weird shit. Please, let me know if you're looking to buy or sell anything. Rubber eel. Every few nights or so, I swear I see some sort of light coming from the lake. Depth 8, attraction 3. It isn't late enough to sleep yet. Oh, wow. Accidentally fished the whole night. Fishing the night away. Come on, tuna. Yeah, that's right. Got another tuna. Nice, another rockfish. Hey, Zo. Good to see ya. Come on, buddy. What, are you too good for me? I can keep it almost stationary if I reel extremely slowly. There. It's a yellow perch. It's so pretty. There's a lot of them. Now that we have a bit more depth. Should be able to fish around here, but who knows if they'll get any. Ooh, an anglerfish. I've seen these guys in movies. Got another anglerfish. Love this little lantern. So, depending on how much time we have after this, I would like to do one of two things. Either move on to a Next Fest game that I'm interested in, or do a little bit of a club discussion on this game. Got another one of these red light guys. So we'll see how that shapes up. I've always liked the idea of treating this channel almost like a book club, and encouraging discussion and looks like at the very least in the daytime there's nothing in those little tide pools up there. So loud. Yeah. Pink salmon. Gross. We can use this to look at the very least. There's a lake up there. Imagine getting fished up, and then they just say gross and put you in their pocket. In the same tone as two guys on the moon, one kills the other with a rock. Would that be messed up or what? I think you're new. A+ comment. Yoink. Mackerel. Free Fisher. Oh, which you'll good first? Salmon wins. Just trying some Mario 64 style stuff. Does something happen with the butterflies in Mario 64? Good question. So, if you rotate around a butterfly in Mario 64 a bunch, run in circles around it, one of two things will happen. Either it will turn into a bowling, like a cannonball, and then fly at you and explode, or it will turn into a 1-up. Finally, my first halibut. It's so flat. As for another Mario 64 fact you probably didn't know, the tower in version 2 of Womp's Fortress, at the base of the tower is a random wall that looks no different from the rest of the tower, but can be punched open to reveal a 1-up. Another nice obscurity. Last night my eyes were playing tricks on me. Could have sworn I saw two yellow eyes in the forest. Realistically, it was probably just the fireflies. Gonna save up for the optiplane. Now seems like perfect time to rest. Things just won't stop getting hotter, huh? Missouri is so nice, though. It's a relief to be here. Ha. Oh. Goldfish. A classic. Let's see, I need to get directly across. Maybe that'll work? Oh, I pulled too far. Not quite directly across. How about this? Ding! Name, the Beast. Depth 2, Attraction 6. So a much more attractive version of the Smile Ball. Useful for surface fishing only, but gets their attention. Even more fickle fish might catch interest in this one. Just a little guy. Birthday boy. The beastie. The sinister potion. Pink salmon. Beast is quite attractive. Sure is. Little cutie. Lovely little lure. Ah. Nice! Got another yellow perch. Ooh, you look fancy. Wow! A northern pike. It has so many fins. Another piranha. Oh, there's something down there. Got another one of these red light guys. Is this deep enough? A football fish. Looks like it has a whip on its head. Oh, just slightly. Just out of reach. Darn it. There we go. Bass. A good candidate for the platonic ideal of a fish. Guppy. A cute little aquarium fish. Tuna. Unlucky for them, tuna are considered very important commercial fish. Salmon. Bears love the taste of these dudes. Halibut. These guys look squished and broken. Pretty cute, though. Mackerel. This species of mackerel has stripes on the upper parts of its body. I have no idea why. Rockfish. This type of rockfish often lives its entire life around a single pile of rocks. Yellow perch. This pretty little fish is typically found in North American rivers. The water does wonders for their complexion. Lamprey. Gross. Northern pike. Apparently this fish is named after a pole-shaped weapon. Pretty cool. Tiger barb. Looks eerily like a tiger, but don't be fooled. It's a fish. Goldfish. Another good candidate for the platonic ideal of a fish. Angelfish. A very pretty fish, commonly kept in freshwater aquariums. Piranha. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Stoplight loosejaw. The stoplight loosejaw can unhinge its jaw, and it also has little red lights constantly glowing under its eyes. Imagine how irritating that would be. Anglerfish. A classic spooky fish that is very popular in the media. Football fish. This is technically just a type of anglerfish, but don't tell anyone. Bah. Getting greedy. Can I track you from this distance? Sure can. Now that it's nighttime, I'm going to take another look at those upper pools. Anything? Nope. Alright, whatever. Gross. Can't get that far, but I don't see anything anyway. Come on, buddy. Come on. Do you not want the beast? The beast is here for you. Beastie. Got another tuna. Oh, heh. Fireflies, like the guy said. Tuna. This game makes good use of analog controls on the triggers, because as I mentioned earlier, giving slight pressure will reel in slightly. And so, depending on your fishing style, you can absolutely use a feather touch and just keep your line tension equalized that way and listen for the see, like that. Should have a pretty solid amount of money at this point. I think I might use it to get that other rod. Another bass. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, there's new stuff in stock too. Up to plain carbon rod and a squid. 45 depth. Significantly more than anything we have. $70 casting distance as opposed to 30. Some serious upgrades. Since we found a couple of lures, I'm now just suspicious of all these trees, trying to look at them to see if there's like a lure hidden in the upper bushes of it. There's also something I spotted over here I couldn't do anything about earlier. Maybe right there. Can't catch a clam? Not from this position, I can't. Trees have sinned. Gonna be real, Conley, I don't know what you mean by that one. Oh, perfect. Look at all those little pretty eyes. Flames are weird. Oh god. This thing looked cute at first. It has a bunch of weird eyes. Another scallop. Pretty cool. It's Flatfella Monday. Flatfella for Monday, so... Come on. Guess the squid does have low attractiveness, so... I have something to catch here, though. Moonfish. 55. Straight upgrade to the squid. Yeehaw. Oh. That was a hell of a first cast. Peeb. 7 depth, 5 attraction. Kinda like the beast, but a little better. Look at this little goober. It's Peeb. Everyone knows and loves Peeb. He's been on many famous adventures. He's also been a compatriot for even more adventures. see anything up there at least. Anyways, Peeb is a character from, like I said, Fever Dream Johnny. Peeb has starred in a couple of indie games by Fever Dream and is also a companion for the Steam-released game Orbo's Adventure. You play as Orbo, but Peeb is alongside you to assist. Maybe something for a future Monday grab bag. That looks like a lure over there. A catfish. Very cool. Let's try that little white pixel there. Pop. Too far. Okay. About that high up white pixel. Pretty close. A koi. How graceful. To the right of the long moss. Nailed it. What the hell is that thing? Looked like a mannequin head with a blindfold or something. Another catfish. The Unnamed. 31. That is kind of unsettling. Got another koi. Also, if I'm not mistaken... Yeah, okay. This might be useful for lure catching, because it sinks extremely quickly. That's a lot faster than the other ones, I think. Nothing cursed about these lures. Correct. At this point, though, we can do a bit of deeper fishing. Assuming I can get the location right. Let's try here. Conley, let me put it this way. There is very few types of fan art that I would not be happy with receiving. Like, which is to say, yes, extremely, go for it. Love, love, love fan art, always want more. Always appreciative of every single one, always save them and categorize them by artist. And basically the only limitations are extremely esoteric kink. But even then, it's more of like an ask me first. Weird and wild fan art I find just more interesting than anything else. Nice! A swordfish. Wait, a physical lure? Like an actual fishing lure? That's not at all what I thought you meant, but hell yeah. That's even wilder and more esoteric. The air here seems kind of hard to breathe. Is that just me? You are smoking, dude. Oh, yeah, smoking and directly downwind from the fire. Anything behind the tent? I don't think I've looked. Nope. Hut, hut, hut. Yeah, the idea of a custom fishing lure of me, like an actual physical one, is wild, but I dig it. Hey, fella. Hey, fella. Gotcha. Whoa, what's up with this guy? This like does seem to have some weird fish in it. That's max depth. Hey, buddy. Oh, I see something. There's a lure there. Little discus. I love it. How's my accuracy? Close, but probably not quite close enough. Oh my god. Did I nail it first try? So close. That thing's freaky. Up there. The block faces from Mischief Makers. I was kind of wondering that after seeing Unisyn stream that game. Speaking of which... These do kind of look like the Mischief blocks, don't they? Boom. Got it. Shake, shake. The art style in that game is so confusing. Morning Stone. 100 depth. Wow. Poor attraction, though. So, if I recall correctly, increasing your luck means basically that attraction works better. Oh, you do need 4 fish. I was hoping I could cook with only the sunfish. This is also a quick diver. Pretty cool. Pretty clever. Creepy. The Mischief Cube. The Sinister Cube. Okay. 280, 80, 20. So that's 380. Dubious. 380 is not enough. Maybe if I cook a dish worth 500. Down. It's nice that you're allowed to press B in order to just insta-reel back. On. This guy has a huge head. Let's find out the heck sort of fish that is. Catfish, an extremely important commercial fish. They are often farmed for food. Discus. Discus are native to the Amazon River basin in South America. They are cute, colorful, and perfect for aquariums. Flowerhorn. The bulbous head of the flowerhorn has inspired many unethical breeding practices for anatomical deformities in commercial fish. Scallop. Scallops are known to produce luxurious pearls on very rare occasions. Swordfish. Swordfish use their pointy nose to slash their prey in order to catch them more easily. They should be considered a living weapon. The stupidest thing I've ever seen. Sunfish. Koi. Koi are primarily bred and kept for aesthetic purposes. There are rumors that they are extremely poisonous. These are false. Good old Peeb. Oh, reliable. Got another tuna. I guess I'll get the plastic. Ugh. 65-7. Pretty good, actually. Yeah, that's the best I've got right now. Wiggle, wiggle. Hope y'all are enjoying these fishing adventures. Glad to hear it, Kippers. Glad to hear it, Camphor. Ooh, oh. It's like, oh, directly on an eel or something, and then bop just a little bit too short. Maybe I can catch one of these guys, though. They seem fickle, though. Fickle fishy. Froggy, where are you? Actually, wait a minute. This lure. Is this Big the Cat's lure? I don't think so, but maybe? This little dude would look nice in an aquarium. So I'm gonna get Big the Cat on the line and ask what the lure looks like. Another big forehead guy. More curved and green. Okay, I kind of thought that. That was a bit more froggy shaped, or a bit more froggy looking. Whoa. Hold the phone. I know what that is. It's Iku. Yeah, I'm gonna fish up a Toho character. Thank you. Wow, this thing is beautiful. It looks almost like an actual dragon. Bet it's gotta be worth a lot. I don't think there's such thing as a made fish. Despite my restless dreams in which I wish there was. Oh. No, you little dirtbags, come on. Oh, this guy's strong. Whoa. What is this thing? A barracuda? In my restless dreams, I see it. Pumpkin Hill. Oh my god, Kippers, you're totally right. The little teeth cleaner fish are absolutely a type of maid. A little shark dentist fish. No, they cannot. Stopping time is not a defining feature of maids. Being skilled with knife work, though, kind of is. Oh, whoa. The green light from that one time. Must have been the actual crevice there. I'm gonna try something. Can I do this type of luring all the way up to the surface? Kinda seems like it. That'll be useful. More consistent. Big forehead guy. Barracuda. What's in the glowing crevice? More fish. Probably. Come on, you jerk. Gotcha. Yes, another barracuda. Another catfish. No. Little guy. Got another tuna. Nairi is also fishing. As a reminder, Nairi will be joining me on Wednesday, not for Toho, as doing weekly Toho streams does take quite a bit out of both of us. Because, you know, Nairi needs to do prior research and also decode what I mean when I give her incomplete information. So that way the playthrough remains blind for her. And also, you know, I need to practice the games. So next Wednesday instead will be, as a reminder, still a collaborative project between me and Nairi, but we will be going through Bad End Theater, a visual novel. And then, like with the Toho streams, I am deeply familiar with the game. Nairi will be seeing it for the first time. I can almost afford the Sunken Maiden. This game's about fishing, called Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia. You fish in Lake Ophelia. $5. Just checking if I can spot the oarfish again. No dice. Actually, that might be another thing that luck influences. Whether certain fish appear. Why are there oceanic fish in this lake? That is definitely one of the mysteries of Lake Ophelia. The mystery of the druids. Makes the mystery druid face. Nah. Gotta get to a good position for deep fishing. Daedalus, if you're there. How much money do I need to invest into a meal for it to be not dubious? I'm guessing it's probably 500. I'd ask others to look it up, but I don't want others to be potentially spoiled on anything. So. Come on, buddy. I know you're rare. There's a shiny fellow right next to you. Perfect. Wow, look at this dude's noggin. What's the money value I need, Conley? Is it 500 like I thought? $350. I must have just missed it last time then. Yeah, I got like 310 or something. I love the colors on this one. I only have 3 fish. Average dish. You feel fairly lucky. Come on, buddy. I absolutely adore catfish. There's this one place that makes really, really, really good catfish. With this slightly spicy orange-colored sauce. That and the sort of thin, gangly fries. it's just one of those. Swordfish, come on, come on, come on. Crevice is still there. Not glowing this time, though. No sunfish. Pretty cool. Oh, I got its attention. Maybe? No. I know its position now, though. There. It's a little manta ray. Come on. 20. Oh. Always just makes me suspicious. Hmm. You getting tired out there? Feel free to take a break. Those fish aren't going anywhere. Hmm. Sunken Maiden. Collect every lure. That was the last one, apparently. And it has an attraction value of 1. Great. I was kind of thinking that might be the case, but that's unfortunate. Crevice exploration. Yeah, but also I don't think I can actually reach that far with this rod. I think I need the maximum quality rod for distant casting and the Sunken Maiden. Can make a quick buck by doing this, though. Might miss. Damn. said, I can make a quick buck by doing this. Should be able to also make some quick money by going into the cavern and fishing up all the stuff that's in those tiny tide pools. Oh,
To another place.
to a new fishing hole, yep. Don't wait, quickly check. Come on, pointy fella. Please. Please. I beg you. Guess this is a job for the Morning Stone? That dirt. Didn't mean to hook it that early. Ooh, lucky. I made up for it. Pointy. There's that one eel thing over here that I want to catch. Morning Stone might be able to let me get it. Yeah, you. This should do it. Fancy camera work. Oh, come on. Oh, wait, no. I reel in this direction. Wait a minute. Need you to move this way, buddy. Boy. Perfect. Is this a moray eel? Neat. Barracuda, a ferocious predator. It looks dangerous and cool on account of its sharp teeth. Moray eel. These guys love to play hide and seek. Uaru. Like discus, the uaru is a cichlid found natively in the Amazon basin. Swordfish. Oh, we've already discussed this one. Napoleon Rassi. The humphead Rassi is often known as the Napoleon fish due to its resemblance to the hat of Napoleon Bonaparte. It's also pretty big. Manta ray. Manta rays are often referred to as the birds of the sea. They also have big, funny mouths. Rarely seen, the orcfish is a highly prized and impressively sized fish. This little guy. I think I'm missing 2 or 3, right? Nevertheless, though, I've caught most everything. Make sure you're moving your lure out there after it's been casted. Fish love that shit. Ugh. Still quite a ways away. The gap moe fish. How dare you? Nah, I'm just joshing. I'm all about that kind of stuff. Let's try out the maiden now. Go, my maiden. Kill. Guess it's kind of useful for scouting. Tells me that there's stuff over there worth catching. Is that an innuendo? I wouldn't really call it one. It's more just like a term. Is viscous deadlock an example of gap moe? Discuss. Viscous. Gap moe is... Man, this job really makes you say a lot of weird crap. Basically, it's when a character's disposition and their actions are misaligned. Usually in the form of very cheerful and cutesy and happy-go-lucky sort of personality while committing atrocities. See also innocence through ignorance. A character that doesn't quite understand the acts they're committing are bad. Pyro TF2. Yeah, if we're going by the Pyro vision interpretation and the Meet the Pyro video, then yeah, absolutely, I'd say so. Pyro is in a similar vein as Viscous for not really understanding that they're doing anything bad. She had a sword. It didn't help. After killing 10 people in a row. I guess surface dwellers aren't so scary after all. Going to hunt Jam with Gap Mo Pyro. Gap Mo Sizzlack. From The Simpsons. Viscous is a fun character, but Viscous also has a couple of obnoxious things about him, in that I think voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, but also is one of the only characters that was voiced really early on. And so Not only does Viscous not have voice lines for any of the characters that have been added at any point into Deadlock's lifespan, like, not only does Viscous not have a call out for those, and instead says, I see the enemy, but Viscous doesn't even have generic lines for some of those as well. And probably the most galling missing type is generic character is missing, which is a really important call out during the laning phase. Like, Yamato is missing, because that means that they're probably ambushing one of your other lanes. And so if you do the middle mouse button ping to say that, Viscous doesn't even vocalize at all. So it's extremely easy to miss it unless you actually press the microphone button and say it out loud. I think they also fixed it in a recent update, but Viscous's voice filter also had a little bit of a buzziness to it that was really irritating once you noticed it's there. Also, there's the big elephant in the room of Viscous's actual 3D model being just Kelvin's old model from the cyberpunk era of the game's development, except colored green. Super fun character, but definitely the least. Definitely missing a lot of stuff due to early access. Fish fear me, as they should. Hey, Barracuda, Barracuda, here, right here. I've been doing better and better at Deadlock. Like, something's super, super clicked. And I am at Archon 3 and Rising. Top of the normal ranks. Before you start getting into the really fancy stuff. I think I might have to just...
Riverside Wings just rated with 8 viewers.
Wow, hello. North Star Forever. Hello. Good to have you, Nairi.
Thank you, Precision_Battle_System, for following.
We are currently fishing in Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia.
Thank you, Teffy_Apparatibel, for following.
Wait a second. Ah, 190. Thanks, y'all. That's really close to 200. I wonder if I should do something special for that. Although I can't do one thing here. I debuted this pretty recently. But I've got this. You'll have to ignore the... There. Hi! I'm a Moo Moo from the game Jumping Flash 2. Except I'm Moo. I'm Moo the Moo Moo. Moo Moo Moo. If you want to see more of it, that'll be on Friday. Anyways, we are playing... Welcome, Raiders. We are playing Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia, which is a $5 game that is available on Steam, released, I think, 2021? Was that it? And is a lake fishing game in a strange, mysterious lake. There's a few lures to locate. There's plenty of different kinds of fish to catch. And a little bit of an air of unsettling. Just a tad. Moo 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 moo. Actually, yeah, let's go through all my models. Why not? So we've got me. Got me with my eyes closed. We've got me when I transcend. For example, when I'm using Zenora Weave.
Vitality Havoc gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
And when I use Zenora Weave, I, of course, become nude. Moving on. 3D. And... Lady Havoc, thank you so much, as always. Are there any viewers left that don't have a subscription? Truly grateful, as always. Support allows me to continue doing what I do, and what I like to do is to highlight the fascinating, endless ocean of indie game experiences that exist in the world.
F_Zoe_Blackheart just cheered 100 bits.
On Mondays, I do what's called Monday Grab Bag, where I highlight a game that's one and done. A game that can be beaten in probably one stream. So, 1 to 3 hour games. For Wednesdays, I am doing every other week Toho Project as part of a larger feature. And on the alternating weeks of Wednesdays, I am doing Bad End Theater for Storytime with Moo. And Nairi, who just raided us here, as you all know, raiders, will be joining me for Bad End Theater. I am familiar with the game, Nairi is not. We will be reading through it together, voicing the characters and such. But a cornerstone of this channel is games that have a very specific identity to them, that try something kind of unique that nobody else has tried before. That's my bread and butter. It doesn't even have to be a good game. If a game tries something absolutely ridiculous and fails miserably, chances are it's still something to talk about, you know? It's still interesting. And so that's the sort of things that I really love in the indie game space is...
Vitality Havoc just cheered 10,000 bits.
Oh my god.
A good thing.
Yeah, thank you, Stream Alert, for saying a good thing. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I will do this as long as I can. This particular model I owe to Daedalus 1134.
Take this love.
Daedalus 1134 gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Goodness, y'all. It is much appreciated. Also,
Take this love.
F_Zoe_Blackheart gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
I've trained level 6. The best record we've ever had was 4. Anyway, there's still one more model I haven't shown. There's this one. This one, if you look below, assuming you're watching on Twitch, you'll see is made by Juneflower. Juneflower's works we have highlighted here before a few times, and Juneflower, I feel, is an absolute master of pixel art monster design. Truly resplendent looking. Perfect for any sort of particularly violent or extravagantly indulgent games. But yeah, goodness gracious, I'm... Thank you. Thank you so much. Juneflower has made games that involve washing windows. I wonder if I still have that overlay available. 1 second. Don't mind me as I ruin the layouts here. Do I still have that image? I have the Gunk Protocol, but... Elbay capture... There. Custom artwork made just for me. For when I streamed a certain game that had an interaction. This is one of the more family-friendly games, so that's about all I'm going to say. But I put that over the center of the screen. Bro is just washing a window, so don't worry about it. And once again, Juneflower made that just for me, and so I could stream the game without worry. Endlessly grateful. Squeak, 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 squeak. Yep. It's a shame not many people come to visit Lake Ophelia. It's so beautiful here. We got it. Capitalist realism. Buy out the whole shop. Rod collector. Obtain every fishing rod. Thank you. I see you. You're not getting away from me, buddy. I see you, you bizarre-looking fella.
Take this love.
Tality Havoc gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
It continues. Lady Havoc. Thank you.
A good thing.
A good thing. Oh, weird. It's some sort of cube fish? Its edges are kind of sharp, but it's got to be priceless.
Take this love.
GC the Gray Area gifted 10 subscriptions to the community.
10? Okay, now I'm certain that we are out of people to give subs to. At this point, it's just like reaching through the archive of everyone who's ever followed me. Is that how this works?
Thing.
Y'all are wild. Y'all are... I treasure you all. Jumping Flash 2 is going to be a special stream that I do, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. That's going to be on Friday. And I am very excited that I've gotten...
Take this love.
Stibom gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
I'm very, very excited to show you this game that's important to a young Moo, and I'm glad that I have it running not only at a better frame rate than was realistic in the previous thing, but also a slightly higher resolution, and it seems to run fine. So I'm really excited, and it's again, when I was a real youngin', Jumping Flash 2 was one of my absolute favorite games. So I'm really excited to look back at it and to share it with y'all. Protofish, something that got out of the debug scene somehow. 2,500 stream rarity. But with all of that, Industrial Hyper Rod, 150. That's, what, double? And the Sunken Maiden. If only Young Moo could be here in chat now. I'm There's only so many words I can use, you know? Oh wait, I didn't switch rods. There we go. There's only so many words I have, but again, I'm endlessly grateful. This sort of stuff will go into continuing to improve the stream and making sure that compatriots that assist me are always paid fairly, and continuing to do what's realistically my dream job. It's time to see what lies under Lake Ophelia. Just kidding. The hatch is closed. I wonder if it'll open at some point, though. There was some metal there. There was like a lamppost. And Ophelia post hole. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Realistically, this is a job I love, and I've told this story a little bit before, but just in general, my whole life I've had a fascination with games that try something extremely unique. And that is extended further into even if they kind of suck. And so games that do something wild or unusual are still worth talking about, even if they're bad. Not that this game's bad, but just overall, just sort of expressing my tastes and the sort of things that I enjoy. Lake Ophelia is quite enjoyable. That said, there's kind of nothing left to do but wait now. Suppose we can continue to try and catch fish, but the pit awaits us. When it glows, we can use the Sunken Maiden and see what's down there. Even just this, I am noticing something I didn't notice before. But as I mentioned, I do want to do kind of like a book club-esque just discussion circle with y'all at the end of the stream. chat about what we think the game is and that sort of stuff. I would assume that hatch opens when the green light comes in, because the green light is coming from below, or maybe it's coming from that lamp right there. So I imagine that if you're down here when the green glow starts, then just the hatch opens and that's it. But either way, most of Lake Ophelia's mysteries have been revealed to us at this point. We've gotten every lure, gotten every rod. That's the hatch that connects the lake to the ocean. Yeah, maybe. Fishing the guy's hat off. I actually kind of did try that, but I can give it another shot, because it just looked like I couldn't target him. But I also did have the base version of the rod, so... Yeah, see, I can't target directly, but what if I cast past you? I don't think my man cares. Things just won't stop getting hotter, huh? This area is always so nice, though. It's a relief to be here. Oh yeah, big money. Okay. I succeeded in smacking him with the lure, so I don't think there's anything special. Actually, wait. This is... I never actually noticed that. Got a baseball cap that says fish on it. Car that says law on it. Hat that says fish on it. What's more boring than this? You know what that means? Anyway, yeah, realistically at this point I just have to burn time until night falls, and I think next night we should have the hatch glowing. It's always been either every other night or every third, maybe? Meanwhile, I can see if I can do some trick shots with this. Sick VTuber reference. Thank you, Daedalus. I learned it only from the best. Read worst. You. Nerd. Waterboarding the maiden. I'm sorry, Daedalus. The support from my fans has all gone to my head. We've got a new character arc now. Now I disrespect the people who have made 3D models for me. This is surprisingly fun. Get his ass. Love you, Daedalus. Dirt. It might be the next night. Just in case I don't want to sleep yet, but... The hatch remains closed. Yeah. It will have started glowing by now. So supposedly there is a secret thing in this game that I've literally never seen before. And I might just bring it up here. Why is there water flowing noises from there? Weird. But the guy early on mentioned that he's seen lights from the forest once, but realistically it was probably just the fireflies. No, there is actually something that can pop out occasionally. And if y'all don't mind a little bit of spoilers in regards to what that is, I heard someone went missing around here a long time ago. It's just a rumor, but still. Please be careful out there, kid. Now seems a perfect time to rest. Mothman? No. The Greenwoods monster? Greenwoods monster? Do you have the name wrong, or are you talking about something else? Greenwood's Monster. Flatwoods Monster. That is correct. It is occasionally possible to find the Flatwood Monster, supposedly. I have never personally seen this happen. I think I've beaten this game 3 times, though. And not once have I ever encountered it. I do kind of wonder if you need to just, like, wait inside the cluster of butterflies or something. AKA the aliens from Majora's Mask. That's true. You know what? That's a way we can spend the time. We can talk cryptids. There's the Flatwood Monsters, there's the... What was it? Col de Melaqua? Makes a very high-pitched, tiny noise, but very, very evasive. Sort of like a bird cryptid, I think. There's the Ambling Pants, whatever those are. Fresno Nightcrawlers, that's what it's called. Fresno Nightcrawler is one of the best, for sure. It's just like a pale pair of pants with black beady eyes. They're so goofy. Yeah, those butterflies always made me suspicious. Tonight should be the night that the hatch opens, though. Just do a bit of maiden fishing while we're at it. While we wait. Another catfish. I mean, in some sense, there's a lot of cryptids that are real in a certain way. Like, there's a pretty solid theory that This is me just, like, spitballing, so don't take this all that seriously. But there's a pretty solid conjecture that the Flatwoods Monster was, in fact, a couple of baby barn owls. Because if you look at those, they're real freaky looking. And the person was, if I recall, just, like, utterly wasted. And so encountering those while drunk off your ass and shining your flashlight and having their eyes glow like that in response. Several of the details end up making sense if you mix it with inebriated and terrified. Mothman's real, yeah. I've met him. Stand-up dude. Is that one of the barracudas? Yeah, okay. Barracuda's got a weird fin pattern. Let's use an actual lure. That is not where I wanted to throw that. Alas, I do not know much about those two. What is it called? As for creatures that seem like they're a cryptid but are real, platypus, those are kind of weird. Those make no sense. But no, what I was thinking of is I genuinely only know them by their Fallen London terminology, which is in the game Fallen London, they're referred to as the elongated spindle wolf. But I think they're called like red-maned wolves. They're very fox-ish looking wolves that have extremely long legs. Maned wolf. Yeah. Those are wild looking. I love those. And then, of course, because it's me, I do have a particular affinity for the sailor's eyeball, as they're known. Valonia ventricosa or something like that. It is a algae ball that is the world's largest single-celled organism. It is basically a green sphere with a protective outer bubble. Yeah, bubble algae. But is actually a single-celled organism and is... I don't think I've ever held one, but it does look like from pictures and stuff that they're surprisingly durable. Like a big grape, yeah. Big green ocean grape. It's time. It's time, it's time, it's time. Red alert. It's time. It was that lamp. And the hatch is open. And this lure is the only one that can sink far enough. At the start of the game, we had some content warnings that we could potentially view. I would like to note that the main one is trypophobia. If you are unsettled by clustered holes, beware. Created by Bryce Butcher. Games are made by people. So, let's discuss, shall we? This stream has gone almost 3 hours, so I don't think we're going to be doing another game. But instead, let's chat a bit about this. Some details that may or may not have been clear simply through the fact that I am at the controller and not y'all is we first pressed A in order to sort of advance the boy floating cutscene. And then after that, by holding the reel in button, that's what dragged the boy into the currents of the thing, whatever it was. In addition, the sinking maiden lure, not only is that the only lure that can reach that far, but it is also a lure that, while it is down there, it goes a moderate speed, just like descending, and then a sound plays and it shoots downward rapidly. And so while the scenes are kind of disconnected, there's a couple of things that I interpret out of this. One is that one of y'all, I think Camp For Haven, managed to nail my interpretation of this game dead on the money by accident at the very start. So congratulations on that. Where you said, imagine something fishing you up, just saying, looking at you, saying gross, and shoving you into its pocket. If you take back a look at that hatch, not only is there anglerfish in the cavern to sort of prime you to think about that particular type of fish, but the lantern that glows green under Lake Ophelia is directly above the hatch and sort of hovers over it slightly and glows green in order to entice and lure people. So it's a hatch made of metal and a lantern sort of floating curved above it. In my interpretation, Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia is a bit of a consideration on, as a matter of perspective, how fishing itself is an absolute cosmic horror, despite, being the concept behind a lot of casual and silly and calming games, is that the concept of there being some kind of lure that exists, that is ever so enticing, that piques your curiosity, that makes you just want to go and poke it, go and see what it is, only for it to yank you down into the abyss and swallow you whole. Or, in the case of the actual fish, yank you out of your living conditions to shortly thereafter kill you. And so My interpretations of Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia is just a sort of meditation on the fundamental horror of what it is like to be a fish that is caught by reversing the roles on you at the end. But not only that, there's something to be considered on a side message about the man. Again, the game kind of primes you to think about it, where the very first thing the man tells you is, shouldn't you not be talking to strangers? Nah, I'm fine. You can trust me. But that is a stranger. We don't know that person. And notice who sold us the one lure that can bring us into the depths of Lake Ophelia. That is not a lure we found. That is a lure that we bought. In some ways, he caused our death. He knows that people have gone missing there too. And so, whether that's him being coy and actively complicit and knowing what the deal is under Lake Ophelia or not, it's worth considering the fact that he is the one that gave us the tools that led to our death. Or at least I would really assume that's a death. Again, this is all under the assumption that what the lure going down rapidly and then the scene switching is supposed to represent is me getting yanked into the ocean. Into the lake, rather. But in any case, that's Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia. This developer has made a few other things. I believe this is one of his only commercial projects. But let me just check a couple things. Sad Rabbit's Alien Night Out. ROM hack for Mario 64. Neat. Oh! Oh, this game is by them! I didn't realize. I'd actually seen this before. Let me go and pull this up real quick. This game is called 500 Caliber Contracts with a Z. And it looks like this. Distinctive art style, for sure. And it's about being a little assassin thingy. And I've definitely seen clips of this. And so this is the same developer, apparently. But there's a demo available for this. 500 Cal Demo V2 on itch. Momentum-based 3D platformer in which you kill rich and powerful people because you need money. The game isn't done yet, so I have this lovely demo in the meantime, TY. And yeah, looks like they've got about 10 other primarily solo projects and some 8 collaborate on projects such as Soup Rooms, which is something we might take a look at some point. And it looks like they've also contributed to numerous of the Haunted PS1 demo disc series, which are a series of collaborative freeware works where a bunch of different developers make haunted PS1 games where, you know, it's not actually literally games for the PS1, but of that style. Kind of like Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia is, but more explicitly and directly a horror experience. Whereas Ophelia kind of only plays its hand to its fullest at the very end. In any case, though, I am endlessly grateful for all of your support, y'all. Thank you so much. And that's going to do it for today's stream. Thank you from deep within the slime's core. Thank you. I'll do this for as long as I can. This is what I love to do. And realistically, I'm never going to run out. fascinating games come out faster than I can ever play them for these features. So as long as I can manage, and I will save every single VOD. The only time a VOD hasn't been saved is when I played a bit of Peak and the video got chopped up into two due to technical issues, and it's saved on my computer, but I need to resplice and edit stuff in order to get that. But even that one, that was a collaboration with Unicids, and her perspective on it is still available. So 1/4 of one video, but everything else has been archived. All that stuff can be found on vods.slime.center. This Twitch stream, assuming you're watching it live, can be found at slime.center. And if you'd like to support the channel, which, goodness gracious, y'all already have, but nonetheless, as long as I'm going through all these, tips.slime.center. I also have a Blue Sky account, which I think is social.slime.center, but I use that just for announcements primarily. And occasionally retweeting cute furries. You know how it is. That'll do it for today. Let's see who you can read to.
To another place.
To another place. Speaking of fantastic pixel artists, it doesn't look like they are working on drawing right now, but Frankie Pixel Show is studying a Final Fantasy VI boss battle. Perhaps looking for inspiration or taking notes on a fight design or monster design that they like. Frankie Pixel Show is best known currently for their work on the game Look Outside, the horror game. Slime girl furry, fur sticking out of the slime. That does seem a little inconvenient. That's true. To another place, my friends. And thank you, truly.